How's it going? This is Shane Thomas, ready to show you another country classic on the acoustic guitar. This time, this video, we have one of my most favorite Merle Haggard songs, and that is Ramblin Fever from 1977. Of course, it was written by Merle Haggard, and it seemed like every time that I go on a road trip or travel somewhere, this song always pops in my head, or I'm singing this song, and I can't wait to show you how to play it. And thanks to Herman for the request for this song, Ramblin Fever. Just 3 chords is all we need to know to learn how to play this song. Also, I'll put a couple live performances in the video description below. One is Merle Haggard playing it, a live version, and also it's pretty cool when two of his sons, Ben and Noel, are playing this song in a real stripped down, just 2 electric guitars playing this song. So you'll see how they play Ramblin Fever. All right, so Shane T's got his sweet tea, my favorite drink in the world, and ever since I was a little baby, it's been my favorite drink in the world. And so you grab your drink of choice and get ready to learn how to play Ramblin Fever by Merle Haggard. All right, let's talk about the song structure and what chords and the strumming pattern you need for Ramblin Fever. Song's very simple in its structure. You got the intro and you got a really cool lead guitar going on in the intro. We'll just learn the chords in this video. And then the verse, you got verse 1, which has 2 different sections, same chords, but I'll show you. But it's the reason I say 2 different sections or 2 different parts is because it'll help you remember the song. And then you got the chorus, and then you got verse 2, same thing, 2 different sections in verse 2, just like it was in the first verse, just different words. And then you repeat the chorus, and then you got an outro, which is very similar to the intro. The lead guitar is playing, and again, check out the videos that I'll put in the description. That'll help you, give you some point of reference. All right, the chords that we need it's in the key of G major. So let's learn the G major. G major's on the 6th string, 3rd fret. Put a finger down there. Put a finger on the 5th string, 2nd fret. Play the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th string open. And put a finger on the 1st string, 3rd fret. Strum all 6 strings. Check out those chord diagrams if you need to. C is our next chord, C major chord. Put a finger on the 1st fret of the 2nd string, then you skip a string. Put your middle finger on the 4th string, 2nd fret, and put a finger on the 5th string, 2nd fret. Strum down, 5th string on down. Now what you'll do as you're playing Ramblin Fever, I think helps out. I've seen this in live performances. That 3rd finger there, or your ring finger, I should say. See, I'm moving that ring finger from the 5th string, 3rd fret to the 6th string, 3rd fret, just alternating. So when you're strumming, almost every live performance I've seen of Ramblin Fever has that. And you'll see as we start learning the song, you'll see what I mean as we start strumming. So that's the C major chord. One more chord. We have a D7. Now some performances I've seen use the D major, and that's quite all right. I'll put both of the chord diagrams for your reference, but most of the performances I've seen Merle Haggard play, he's playing a D7. So D7 is 1st finger on the 1st fret of the 2nd string. Put your middle finger on the 3rd string, 2nd fret, and ring finger on the 1st string, 2nd fret. Strum 4th string on down. That's a D7. If you're more comfortable, if you decide to use the D major, then here's how you play that. Put your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the 1st string. Put your 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. And put your middle finger on the second string, 3rd fret, strummed down, 4th string on down. So whatever you're comfortable with. I think it sounds a little better with the D7, a little bit more bluesy. And that's a key tip to remember. Anytime you play a 7 chord, typically you're going to get a bluesy sound. So if you're trying to blues up anything you're playing, just do the 7th version of that chord. So we have G, C, and D7. That's the chords that we need for this song. Strumming pattern is downstrokes. Then you got that. And what that is just like a real quick upstroke. See that? But as you know, if you watch my videos, I don't get too hung up on strumming patterns. It's going to come to you. Trust me. As you're learning this and you're strumming along, you're just going to instinctively get it. You'll get the feeling of it. But that's the vibe that you want. Mainly downstrokes, but with you get that little upstroke, brief upstroke. So those are the chords, that's the strumming pattern, that's the song structure. Now let's start learning how to play Ramblin Fever section by section. So now that we know the chords that we need, let's learn each of the sections of the song. Start out in G with this G major chord. It just kind of starts off slow while the lead guitar is doing its thing. G. Remember, when you do that C, try to do the alternating bass note there. Now, if you don't want to move your 3rd finger back and forth like that, just put your 3rd finger on the 6th string, 3rd fret, and sneak that pinky underneath on the 5th string, 2nd fret. You don't have to move anything other than alternating the bass notes like that. So back to the intro. G. G. D7. C. Back to G. D7, G. And that's kind of key because pretty much the whole song is going from G to C, back to G, then the D7. Just kind of a alternating kind of thing like that. And that's your intro. Let's go right into the first verse. Remember, the first verse has 2 sections. You'll have the first part of the verse 1 and second part of verse 2. And let's do both of those sections. Love these lyrics. So get that strumming pattern down. My hat don't hang on the same nail too long, see. My ears can't stand to hear the same old song, D7. I don't leave the highway long enough, see. Get down, walk down in the mud, G. 'Cause I got Ramblin Fever, D7, in my blood. That's the first section. All right, so remember, each verse has 2 sections. We're getting ready to do the second section. Caught this, same chords though. Caught this, G. Caught. It's so funny to stop singing and to teach and then go right back into singing. I caught this Ramblin Fever long ago, see. When I first heard a lonesome whistle blow. See how we're going from G to C, back to G to D7, that alternating thing? Here's my favorite, probably my favorite line of the song, these couple lines coming up. If someone said I ever gave a damn, they damn sure told you wrong. D. I've had Ramblin Fever, D7, all along. And that's your first verse. Let's go right into the chorus. G. Ramblin Fever, C. The kind that can't be measured by degrees, D7. Back to G. Ramblin Fever, ain't no cure for my disease. Now, after that chorus, you go into the second verse. And it's a little bit softer how he starts the second verse, because he's trying to be sentimental. He's talking about love and ladies and things. And he says on the G chord right here, there's times I like to lay down on the sofa, a little bit softer, and let some pretty lady rub my back. So G and C, stay on C this time. Spend the early morning drinking coffee. G to D7, talking about when I'll be coming back. So that's the first part of the second verse. Let's go into the second part of the second verse. Cause I don't let no woman tie me down. C, and I never, G, never get too old. D7, I'm gonna die along the highway in the right of way, like some old highline pole. G, restless rambling fever in my soul. Let's play that chorus again. Ramblin' fever. C, kinda can't be measured by degrees. Ramblin' fever. There ain't no cure for my disease. Then you go right back into the intro kind of section where the lead's doing its thing. You're just playing the G, C, and D7. 3 chords in a truth, they say. And that's how you play Merle Haggard's Ramblin' Fever from 1977. So let's recap. You got 3 chords, or 4 if you want to use the D major. So you got the G, C, and the D7. If you're not comfortable or if you don't like the sound of the D7, play the D major chord. You got intro, which uses the same chords all throughout all these sections. The G, the C, back to G, down to D7, back to G. So you got the intro, you got verse 1. Remember, 2 parts of each verse. And then chorus, verse 2, repeat the chorus. And then you kind of play like, strum along like you did in the intro section, in the outro section. And that's how you play Ramblin' Fever. All right, if you like this video, hit that like button. If you hadn't already, I appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you get all the latest guitar tutorials as soon as I publish them. That way, you can learn how to play the acoustic guitar and a bunch of country classics. Thank you again to Herman for this request. And thank you to Merle Haggard for writing this classic, along with all kinds of other classic songs. Missed you, Merle, but we still got your music. I'm Shane Thomas. Till next time, keep strumming and humming. Take care. Ramblin' fever, kinda can't be measured by degrees.